Story.
Okay, yo, Hutchie.
Okay.
What is this?
We already started.
Yeah, we're starting now. Okay, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the next rendition of the Let's Talk. You guys can see our guest here. Let me move my iPhone charger. So to start off, we're just gonna, for anyone who might not know who you are, we're just gonna introduce yourself. So we'll start in the order that it is showing up. So Ice, Chepu, Hutchie, and Kareem.
Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Ice, and I'm a video editor for Anarchy Gaming. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
I'm Chepu. I do random shit with different people a lot of time. I do nothing, literally, but yeah, I'm him. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to introduce myself.
You can tell if you joined Nibble.
Oh yeah, I joined Nibble. I'm gonna make content with them soon, so you guys should watch out for that.
Bad man. Hutch?
Hi, I'm Hutchie, ex T1 player for Fortnite today, washed player now, content creator, yeah, manager for the Punishers org.
Hello, I'm Kareem. I'm a comp player, and I'm in Bravado.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's such an intro, dude.
Okay, you win.
Okay.
So easy.
Okay, so then obviously if you all need to stream, you don't know who I am. I'm Letz Talk. You're watching my stream right now. I'm a manager for Anarchy Gaming. And yeah, let's get into it. So our first question's gonna be, what are your thoughts on the giveaway followers, the quote-unquote buying followers situation? None of us did partake in that, I'm pretty sure. So yeah,
No.
So Ice, you can start.
So, like in my opinion, I would completely understand it only if you were like in Europe, or like if you did it in Europe, because you can get better org offers in terms of like salary and org size, depending on how many followers you have. So if you have more, you get better offers. But then yeah, I don't really think that's the case. So I don't know. I wouldn't really understand doing it unless you're looking for big sponsors. So like yeah, that's my take.
Okay, I'm gonna chip in here with my opinion. Yeah. So the whole situation is very strange to me because, obviously, I think because you can even ask Ice. I'll come out clean and say it. I was like, Ice, should we do this, right?
Yeah.
But then after some like consideration, it was like, is it really worth it? Because at the end of the day, you're just gonna be sitting with 3,000 followers, and then your impressions might not match up.
Yeah, your engagements
like,
are gonna get really low.
Because like for me, I wanted to look at the end of the year and see my goals and then be like, oh, I reached it, but I could reach my goals for $40 right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on it, Kareem? I'm sure you have a big.
Okay, so I don't know. Like, I think it would be like a decent idea if you were getting the shout out from someone that's in the same community as you. So if you like, getting the shout out from, I don't know, who someone clouted. I don't
Someone
know,
pay Kareem.
maybe Neymar or someone, like you getting followed by people a part of our community that will interact with your tweets. But most of the people that they're getting followed from that are like bot accounts and like people that will never like the tweets, and it's not gonna like help in any way besides their follow count. So I think it's a little cringe, but
Yeah, well,
just my ops.
we actually had this conversation, and when I was with Luca, and he was like, "Well, if you got a shout out from Benji Fishy, and it had like the same impact, like it still wouldn't make a difference. Like your followers wouldn't be as interactive." And I don't know, it's just a weird situation. Actually, do you have an opinion on the followers thing?
I feel like with shoutouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
If like Neymar shouts you out, for example, right? People would still want to know why he's shouting you out. You know, because for me, like when I see that, like go follow Hutchie, I'd go into like his media tab and see like, but why should I be following him? But then with like money interactions, it's like, okay, these two accounts, I need to follow them and retweet this tweet, and I'm moving on. I'm gonna scroll scroll away, right? But then with like shoutouts, it's like, okay, now Nate thinks it's worth me looking at this guy or following this guy. Why? You know?
Yeah.
I just feel like that would increase interaction, because at the end of the day, you don't have to do it because of the shout out. You do it willingly because you feel that the shout out is worth it, or that the person's content or whatever they're making is worth it.
Yeah, no, they should have honestly just done it on the down low. And as Kareem said, like in the community, the fact that it was from the same person that kept doing these for so many other people made it so irrelevant. Like the first time I saw it, I think it was like Fury. He gave like a
Fury,
shout
then
out to
Piano,
Fury.
and then
And that was the first time I saw it. I looked in, I was like, oh, snap. Fury got a shout out from this big guy. I didn't know it was a paid for thing at the time. So I was like, okay, that's pretty sick. And then I saw from Panda. Then I saw it kept on going. So
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't
okay,
think it was
damn.
Panda, it was
Piano.
I mean,
Piano,
piano, sorry,
yeah.
not Panda, piano, yeah. So then when I saw that keep going, then I was like, okay, what the hell? This is nonsense now, you know? But at the same time, if it's from someone overseas, like the chances of any of those guys like staying and like liking your tweets and stuff like that, it's absolutely nonsense. And if you're looking for recognition from orgs, orgs look into that. Hello? Like
Yeah,
we have
they
such
do.
a small community. Like
Yeah,
BP will do background checks, ATK will do background checks. If they see like a giveaway and that's where you got all your followers from, I'm sorry, you're automatically like out the cut if you're buying followers.
Yeah, well, to play
Yeah.
devil's advocate, I did have a conversation with obviously Luca and Gloves and them, and it does kind of make sense when. So what they were saying is, if your impressions are already high, so say for example, like Luca was saying, he gets like 50 likes a tweet or whatever, if he like does like a normal tweet. So if your tweets are already high enough to, like, I mean, your impressions are high enough to sustain those followers, like the way it looks, then it's basically just like a brand appearance thing. So like it does sort of make sense in like a different like grand type of scheme. But I think overall there's positives and negatives to it. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's just their choice.
Well, when you approach orgs
Yeah.
and stuff, like selling yourself as a content creator or a player, mostly a content creator, they ask you for your stats, your analytics. So you send them your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel, whatever, and your Twitter. So they don't look at your follow count. They look at your impressions. They look at your interactions. If those are low and you have, let's say, 10K subscribers or something, but you're only hitting like 1,000 impressions a month, they're automatically not making the cut. It doesn't matter. So to me, buying followers is very stupid.
Can I add one more thing?
Yes.
I just feel like you lose your credibility though, because like, you know, you have like a huge standpoint as someone who's like got all these followers, but then when you like buy all these followers, it just doesn't have that impact anymore. You're not someone.
Well, like it's like what Fury told me. Like he doesn't understand why ZD people are doing it because it really doesn't help them in any way. Like for him, it actually like does something. And then you see like many other big pro EU players do it all the time. So yeah, so like it doesn't actually like kind of make sense for them to do it. They really want to.
What EU players have done it?
So Pink
Stompy,
did.
Boya, Pink does it all the time. Tomzy, Bloomy.
But none
Few
of like
people.
the.
Stompy, Boya, you know. And Fakeify.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And
I think
also Reet.
I think maybe in their bigger community, it will be like, oh yeah, you have 500 followers, I'm not playing with you. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
well, I'm not trying you out. So yeah, moving on to the next question. It's actually pretty interesting. So we are all okay. I copied and pasted this from another thing. So we are not all streamers here. But what is your opinion on switching to Twitch and following the footsteps of other South African streamers? So obviously, I know Hutchie, you've been doing Twitch since I joined the com, and then when you went back to Botswana, you went back to YouTube for a bit. And now you're back in South Africa, you're doing Twitch. So what's your whole opinion on the Twitch versus YouTube, since you have a broad experience of both?
Personally, I think with YouTube, it's so much better for South Africans just because you don't have to fight with the whole transcoding thing. For those of you that don't know, on Twitch, sometimes you get those quality options where people can turn down the quality and watch with slower internet. You only get that sometimes. It's very rare that you get it in the evenings. So if you want to do a stream like that, people might not be able to watch. But on YouTube, you get that all the time. YouTube also has local servers in South Africa, so connecting and watching streams at high qualities, you don't need that fast internet. Versus Twitch, since you're connecting overseas, you sort of need fast internet to do that, so it's harder for people to watch. So in terms of like the platform to stream with, Fortnite today is very much on YouTube, and it's just always going to be that way. And Twitch, it's always, I feel like it's for other games besides Fortnite today. If you want to get noticed internationally, then Twitch will be the place. But if you want to get noticed locally on Fortnite, then YouTube, like 100%. I don't know why everyone's moving off of YouTube to Twitch, because people are saying, you know, the money's better on Twitch, but you're losing following. So the money's not going to get better because you're losing people. So it's going to get worse. So I just think grind it out, get your YouTube subs. Later on, if you switch off Fortnite, go to Twitch, then use your YouTube channel for like content. just I don't know why everyone's just jumping onto the bandwagon now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Look, I kind of also wanted to try and transition to Twitch, but what I kind of realized is that if you want to stream Twitch, so for example, do you know Grizzly, AG Grizzly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't stream Fortnite, he streams Warzone, he streams variety games, like a whole bunch of different games. And he's built up like a very good community on Twitch that's consistently watches him. So in my opinion, it's like what I've seen from Fortnite is you can't grow on Twitch from Fortnite without another following. But also in terms of like Luca's case, I feel like streaming FNCS and stuff like that will help him because he'll get his 100 South African viewers watching, and then he'll get everybody else saying FNCS with 100 viewers, and then you'll go and watch it. So I think there's positives and negatives about, obviously, again, yeah.
Yeah, but if Lucas streamed FNCS on YouTube, he'd probably be on like 200 and over. I've seen him hit those numbers. So
He'd get even like maybe more than that if it's
Yeah,
like
of
FNCS
course.
or something. And Twitch is super saturated, so like it's not always gonna be people just clicking on him because there's like 30 to 50 people always around those viewers.
Yeah. Ice, you have a big opinion on Twitch versus YouTube.
Yeah, so not a lot of people know this, but I've been streaming, like I've started streaming on Twitch like back in 2019. Like I got affiliation like a month and a half, something like that. And then like what I've noticed is that like Twitch would always like kind of push you out to like overseas communities. Like you'd see people coming in from America, India, I don't know. But then on like even Grizz agrees with me. And if you see like on YouTube, they'll see, oh, you're South African, so I'm gonna recommend you more South Africans. So you only like kind of stay in that one bubble, and unless you get some big break, I don't know how. But yeah. And like I've always liked Twitch. I've always thought that Twitch was amazing, best platform, so for streaming and everything else. Like it benefits the streamer a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I mean, at the same time, since everyone's moving, not everyone, but a lot of people are moving from YouTube to Twitch, there's now them moving the ZA audience over to Twitch. So now it's actually going to be better for the streamers that are streaming on Twitch because now they're getting best of both worlds. They're getting the exposure to the international scene as well as now the local community coming over. And if you actually give Twitch the time, you'll realize it's such a more user-friendly platform. Like there's so much more stuff you can do on Twitch, raids, hosts. Like it just changes everything.
The input delay also feels way better than like YouTube. I don't know.
And also, like, I'd like to add, is that, now I lost my train of thought. But I was about, I lost my train of thought. I think
another thing about Lucas streaming on Twitch, which is probably going to be beneficial, is that if he streams properly, like all the FNTS days, he could also get like partnered. Which obviously I know you can't get partnered first try. I mean, we saw Kareem try it lots of times with the right amount of viewers, but the thing is, I think the biggest thing about switching to Twitch is you need to have that consistency on YouTube still to maintain it with your either stream here and there and then 3-4 videos a week and then consistent streams on Twitch. But yeah, no.
From a viewer
Chip.
From a viewer perspective though, right? I think YouTube is way more beneficial because it's like really friendly and easy to get onto YouTube. Twitch, you have to have that hardcore Lucas.
Yeah, and there's a thing with South African ISPs, I think.
Yeah, with Twitch.
Where, like,
with
you
Twitch,
can't watch Twitch. I know there's quite a few.
Like YouTube is like Hutchie said as well with the whole 360 and 44p whole thing with like watching with bad internet. Not everyone has good internet. Twitch is, I don't want to like kind of international like put it away, but then like Twitch is kind of an American platform because it was basically made for them, you know, because like even with support in terms of like support and stuff like that, like membering and stuff is just easier for South Africans and everything. I don't know, that's from your perspective. Like I'd more easier go into like a web browser or something and watch a YouTube stream than a Twitch stream. Because
but that goes back to you being South African. That's the thing. So for local audience, 100% no, YouTube's definitely so much better. And everyone has YouTube, you know, not everyone has Twitch.
Also, so as I lost my train of thought, I got it back. So, like, let's say if someone like Luca only streamed on Twitch, right? He could also bring his viewers. And then like those viewers would also go to other streamers, you know what I mean, like through raids, and then like maybe become loyal fans to those other streamers. So it's kind of like what Mixer did with signing all those other big streamers. Maybe they thought that Ninja would bring like his viewers into Mixer and then support the other ones, you know what I mean, the smaller ones.
The thing is though, like the South Africans that stay on YouTube benefit from that because like Like if you're like for instance me, my views were like crazy when most of the city people went to Twitch because a lot of like people weren't making the effort to open Twitch just to watch a streamer. I don't know. I think YouTube's just way more convenient for them.
Okay. Okay, but so we're gonna move on to the next question, and it's gonna be, who are the top 5 players in your opinion in South Africa? Can be solos. Yeah, so mainly just solos.
Solos.
Chepu, I think you can start since you like.
Okay, I always watch you guys anyway. So, first gonna put it out there. Nay.
You say it like a shark.
Yeah, I have to. Nay.
You literally
Especially-
said it like you're gonna give the most shockingest name ever.
Yeah.
Like I have to put him up there. This guy's been grinding, you know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just seen like a lot of people like just say he's falling off whatever, but like respect him, you know, like he's just up there. First of all, this isn't in an order. Woke lately has been doing really well. Woke obviously. Kareem does well in solos when he wants to.
When he wants
But
to.
he's like my wild card. He's like my wild card. When he wants to try, he'll do super well. Right?
Oh,
I don't know who else. There aren't really a lot of good solo players. Travis. I want to say Travis, but we haven't had a lot of solo tournaments. But Travis does really good in the big ones.
Pop-
The last
Yeah,
like I don't know why no one's
in,
saying
like, second.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Pop.
I was about to say Popcool does
that's
well
good in
everything.
solos.
Popcool's very scary. Like not like, I think he's kind of like underrated, but obviously not like
Yeah.
underrated in the sense of like no one knows about him, but in the sense of like nobody just expects Popcool to just come out of nowhere and win not every tournament. You know what I mean? You just see Popcool there.
Bro, Popcool flipping sings and talks to his girlfriend mid game. Like what?
The thing
He
about
doesn't
the
try.
thing about solos, right? Especially for us, is that people only try in certain tournaments, you know. And those 5 people that are listed, that when they play the big tournaments, they do really well in them, and that's why I'd rate them as like the solos, like the qualifiers and the 400 rand tournaments and stuff. Not all 5 of them play them, right? But that's why I would like negate from always listing them on those lists, because there's more people who play those and more people who play those little tournaments. But then with the big ones that do count, they always do well in them.
Would anyone like to add anyone else in?
When are we
for
gonna?
me,
I would throw
Oh, yeah,
Keaton in there.
I would. Yeah, I was about to say Keaton. Yeah, 100% Keaton. Yeah, I don't know why no one talks about him. It's so dumb. Keaton.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Kareem would throw
When's
Keaton.
everyone gonna say CK?
I don't
Give it time.
Give it a
Soon,
little.
Give it
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
Not
I was
top
about to say
5,
he's
not
still
top
he's
5.
coming up. Yeah, he's coming up.
If it was top 5 of 2021, I would throw him in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay,
this is
fair
a new
enough.
year,
Yeah,
guys.
he
yeah.
beaten from like last year, I think like October or something, till now. CK has been doing really well. He could be on.
but
that
we've
list.
only had like one tournament and he's won it. So well, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna say he won it or not. But
No, but like my list is Popcool, like no order. Popcool, Keaton, Travis, Nay, and also
Work.
Work.
What happened
Both
to
of us-
Skara?
what about rejects, guys?
Both
Jeez.
you reject.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
reject-
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
It's a really hard list
Rejects is
because
getting
like
very angry
Okay.
right now if
Yep.
he's watching.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
different
Work. Okay. I'm
things.
sorry. Work. Raven is in there. Yeah.
Rejects is very angry right now if he's watching.
Raven
There's
is in
different
there
things,
instead
huh?
of work for me.
But like
for me-
when Woke wants to, he could like easily be on the list.
exactly that's what I'm saying.
But
It's
the thing
about
is,
effort.
with most solo Tonys, yeah, they don't really
They
try.
don't
because,
try
like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
Raven is in there. Yeah. 100%.
Can I just throw a question out there? Kareem,
Yeah.
this is for you and like all the, people that are like, the T1 players that are watching.
Okay.
What is wrong with trying? Because,
but
I've
you
watched
see-
so many
okay.
people's streams. No, it's just me finish. I've watched so many
okay.
people's streams. I've watched Woke streams. I've watched Reject streams. I've watched all these people's streams. I've even watched yours. You guys are so amazing at the game. But every time you guys play ZA, you get lazy. I know ZA is easy compared to like your skill level, right? But there's so many times where you guys will play like 2 games and be like, man, I'm over this. Like, cheers. I'm not playing these. These are so boring. Like,
Okay.
why
So
not just try? You could win everything if you wanted to.
okay, yes, but actually, like, I don't want to be like arrogant, but this is obviously gonna come across arrogant. Most of our solo Tonys and things that we have don't really have like a reason to do well in them and solos, as you guys all know, I'm sure you guys have all played like a solo tournament before. It's the most like mentally draining shit ever, and like I just don't feel like it's that necessary to put yourself through solos for something that's not that worth. That's just how I feel.
But the thing is, like, this is the reason this community takes so long to grow versus like the other scenes. Is because the other scenes, like, have you seen how hard those guys work? Like, they
Okay, name
always kind of
a scene, and then I'll say whether I agree with you.
I can even just say EU. Like, do you know how hard those guys
but
play?
prize pools.
No, not even talking about prize pools. I'm just talking about like
But they
the
do
motivation
that
that the players have to be better than the next person. Like, if a T1 player in South Africa right now gets second in a tournament and someone gets first, if Benji Fishy gets second, he's like, no, what the hell, man? I want to try harder than this person. They were always trying to like, be better than each
because
other.
of the gap in first place's amount and second place's amount.
Yeah,
I don't wanna make it about
understand what
money,
Hutchie,
but-
I understand what Hutchie is saying, right? But if we try to take cash out of the motivation thing, I kind of just think it's because of I'd say complacency. Everybody, when I was in Z, I was just complacent with being top 10, top 15. Like I knew that one tournament I didn't place in wouldn't change like what anyone thought of me. But in EU, if you don't qualify for grands, if you come 20th, then everybody starts thinking, oh, you're washed instantly. Whereas in ZA, there's not enough good players, like really good players, that you'll fall out of that bracket. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of...
I think there's like phases of like this whole top 5 thing. I feel like it's really hard to like say it because there's sometimes when Kareem them will try, right? And then other people fall back kinda, and then rejects, like remember rejects from like I think it was August or something to like December. He was working his ass off. Remember, like he was doing really well in like trios and like solos and everything. Then I don't know what happened. Then he fell back a little bit. Then that's when CK them started like moving up a little. Then Kareem stopped playing solos, I think, as well. Then CK came up as well, and then yeah, like it just changes up a lot of the times when people feel like playing the game as well, because I think motivation also counts to that factor, because there are people who do have that skill to be in that place, right? But then it's just they're not motivated to play right now, and that's what I'm saying, because the same players can go from being washed to coming back and then being washed again, you know. And it's not even like the unwashing, you go back into like sorry top 10 or something. You go back into like, I don't know, freaking 5 and then out and then 5 back.
The thing is, the prize pools have always been cuck in ZA.
No.
Sometimes they're on, Hutchie.
it was...
No.
Apart from like once a year, there'll be like 2 good prize pools.
What? Hachi, when we used to have those paid tournaments like every week.
Okay,
with, like,
Yeah,
there's-
but those are paid to enter. I'm talking about the ones that aren't paid to enter. Like,
Okay,
they
but-
haven't been that good. You know, and people now, you know, the ZA tournaments like aren't gonna have stacked cash as compared to overseas, and you guys still try to win. If you guys actually wanted to win, you would
Yeah,
have
but
actually been winning.
It's very rewarding doing well overseas. That's why I personally like try way harder like in those types of tourneys than like ZA. I don't know.
I mean, Churagons would
merit.
always, like when I used to chill with Churagons and Zakis, they'd always they couldn't distress it enough. Price, like they wouldn't want to spend 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day playing just for like
I mean,
200 rand.
that's one
That's
guy-
how they
Thank
would
you.
put it.
That's one guy
That's how
that
they would put
cracks a
it.
lot. Churagons. I mean, he couldn't come now because he's playing some closed ladder or something. I mean, yeah, no, this guy
Yeah,
are always
he's a
playing
grinder,
some
bro.
ME customs or something, which I respect. But yeah, no, I think this topic definitely strayed off from top 5 players, but I think it was a good discussion. So the next thing is going to be a question I always like to ask on this podcast, right? What is a positive about our community and what is a negative about our community? So I can start since I've answered this at least 4 times now, right? So the positive about our community is that we always rally together when we see some sort of opportunity, such as like African servers, or say for example when Neymar did well in FNTS, we always like, oh yeah, this is our guy, right? Or this is what we as a community are strong. But then as soon as internally, like there's a lot of beef and battles between people, and we try to bring each other down when someone surpasses. So I just think there's support from the community only when it's beneficial to the whole community, but when it's individuals, people don't benefit like to support each other.
That's
Well, like with the individuals thing, like what happened with Chimp, we all rallied together and we all donated.
Yes,
Like,
but
that's like one positive side as
but
well,
that's
like I'd
different.
put
That's
it.
like, look, Chimp's our guy. We want to support him, but then if Chimp goes and he starts like, okay, obviously Chimp doesn't have an ego or anything, so it won't be the same. But so, like, you know what I mean? Like, if Chimp was a different person and they were doing well, then people would look upon them negatively, like, oh yeah, dude, Chimp. You know what I mean? Because that's how people are in this community. Well, okay, so what, apart from that, what would you guys say is a positive and a negative? Nice, you can start.
I still need to think.
Okay, he's got an answer. He's got an answer.
Okay, a positive, in my opinion, is when, like, I don't know, when there's like something happening, like I don't know, maybe someone's being racist or sexist or whatever the case may be. For the most part, we tend to, agree on these things and deal with it semi decently.
Yeah.
Semi decently.
I don't actually know about this anymore. Never mind. That's not a positive.
It's like it's very hard to compliment today. Like everyone
It's
is.
like I don't know. I don't know. No,
Um,
never mind.
I
Forget
mean,
that.
if you just have a negative, you can shoot.
for me, it's we're friendly, right? Like like if I don't know you, like half of the times I've not known someone and then I've just spoken to them in the call and it is like, yo, cool, what's up, dude? Like it's never really like toxicity from the get. But then it's also that we're toxic as hell when it comes to like friend groups and stuff like that. Like there's like friend group beef that like people don't even know about.
Yeah,
happening.
that's the negative.
Yeah,
we're
that's like the
split.
negative.
We're not like, remember back in the day how we had like one Discord and
What
we'd all
was
be
it called again? Storm owned it. It was called
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
What was it called?
Xeno.
FNZA.
No,
If
it, wa-
no,
it,
no,
no,
that was
no,
a
it
new
wasn't
one.
Xeno.
That was the
It was
after the
after
reboot.
Xeno. It was when
I can't remember what it was called,
What
but
was it
everyone
called?
was in that thing,
I'm very
and it was
angry.
fun. We'd play Zone Wars. We'd like vibe as a
Yes,
community, and then
everyone.
when we started to like split and make our own friend groups and stuff, I think that did not help because it just divided us as a community. But yeah.
Look, I think clearly there's like an overarching thing, as Chepu
SA
said.
phase, right? It's a saying.
SA
SA
phase,
Yeah,
yes.
that's the name.
As Chepu said, right? Everybody's nice from the get go, but as soon as they see you surpassing you, then there's that. So I can give a perfect example. Yellow, right? Yellow, when she joined the community, everybody's all like, "Oh, Yellow, we love Eagles. Come here, let me support your stream." As soon as Yellow joins 80k, now she's everyone's biggest enemy. Or not everyone, but you know what I mean. There's people that look negatively upon her or have changed their opinion on her basically just because they surpassed her or surpassed them in terms of like level. You know what I mean? So like I just think there's that selective support.
There's
Yeah,
way more negative.
yeah,
than
that's what I was about to
Let's
say.
just,
It's
like,
about
say that.
it's about who you are as well. Well, I'm not gonna say who you are as well, but then like who I don't know how to explain it, bro. But then it's like certain groups of support that like different people support. Not everyone wants to see everyone win in a way, you know.
Mm.
Like if I'm winning and Kareem doesn't like me or something, it'll be a Kareem.
Yeah, like I
centric-
don't think we have that band together factor anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe with like
It'll be
some players, but
a drag down. Yeah,
there's
with
quite
some
a-
players it is there.
you know.
With like Nay bothers no one. He deserves it totally that like no one bothers him as well, right? Because he bothers no one.
Other than Nate, I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone else would fully support everyone else, you know?
Mm.
No one's bothered Popcool in a while after the Amesis things, but that's because he's quiet as well.
Yeah, being quiet on
Yeah.
Twitter is the play.
Yeah,
That's I
like,
don't. I
being
don't.
quiet,
I don't
no.
Why is there such a big division between the top players and the bottom players?
You
I
mean
feel
the
like
skill
most of
gap?
the cuck. No, not
Skill
even
gap.
skill gap. I'm just talking about toxicity. Like there is toxicity in the T1 players. There really is, but that's mostly toxicity about like skill level. I feel like the rest of the Fortnite ZA that really embarrasses us is
Like,
everything else. The exposing,
I
the this,
have
the
an
this.
Yeah,
answer.
yeah,
I have an
it's not
answer. I
even
have an
like
answer.
You don't see any
So-
of those pro players going like, "I'm exposing this person for doing this."
No,
Like,
okay, yeah, so I can explain, right? I had this conversation with Don, right, and he actually explained it well, right? So, they said that everybody in the community that's on that like lower level that's doing all this exposing, all this hate and stuff like that, is they're trying to grab that quick attention impression from the community instead of worrying about what it will actually, the everlasting effects it will have on the community, such as sponsors pulling out, teams pulling out, people having a negative outlook on our team. I mean, not a team, on the.
Okay, but
on the
it's not
org,
always
right?
about that. Let's
No, I know it's not always about that, but think about every single thing, not the bad things. Think about like every small thing that you see.
Okay, sometimes it's like obviously now just trying to like look for attention, and probably most of the time, but it shouldn't not happen.
No, I agree that exposing should happen, right? But when every single thing is being exposed, like something that you just be like, look at and be like, oh, okay, let me just like that, scroll. Like, there's a lot of, like, I can't really pinpoint anything right now, but like there is a lot of stuff that just gets exposed, or people hating on each other just for a quick impression.
There's like I think I get what you're gonna say. There's exposing, right? And then there's blowing out of proportion.
Why are you holding a paintbrush?
Is it a pen or
First it was a
paper?
lighter, it was a
Keeps me
fork.
calm, like,
Yeah, I was with the lights and I started laughing.
there's exposing and then there's blowing out of proportion, because there's some people who do it for the good of it, and then there's some people who do it to try and tarnish people.
Okay, most
Right.
people don't do it for the good of it, but
Exactly.
I still don't think it shouldn't
It
happen.
shouldn't happen. It's not that it shouldn't happen. It's that, it needs to happen, but it needs to happen in a proper way. Like with Momka, right? Like Momka helps out with a lot of the stuff, right? And she tries and keeps it like rational and straight up and everything. But then some people just make it like huge and try and like drag other things into it, and it becomes chaotic. It's never like to solve it, it's to try and hurt the person. You know? For me, that's what it feels like.
I feel like there's a part to play in like everyone's role. Like if it is for attention that people are trying to get, then we're part of the problem if we're sharing the tweet and being like, no guys, this is not right, what the hell? Because that's the attention the person's looking for. Like no one should react to that kind of stuff. We should just go block and just don't even talk about it. Because if you talk about it all over Twitter, I feel like this all started when Yannick got exposed. When Yannick got exposed, everyone was all over Twitter. Yannick. It went everywhere. And now everyone's like, I want to be the guy to expose. Who exposed Yannick? I can't remember. That guy.
Mr. Zink.
That guy.
Zink.
And
Mr.
he
Zink
got so
felt
much
like
height.
he felt like he was on top of the world, bro.
I don't
Everyone-
think he did.
I
I
don't
think
thi-
he got
I don't-
way more death threats than compliment threats.
I think
No, not compliments. He started like rallying and started like exposing others even for small things. And then
No,
he made
so
a mistake where
a lot of people were scared to expose, and they'd start to message him. Obviously now he like did the exposing. Maybe he shouldn't have done it. Maybe they should have done it. But like yeah,
I feel like Avex is the new Zinc. Like it's literally just
But
like
to
I think
a
with Zink,
different
right?
extent, like
Yeah, I think with Zinc, bro, with the whole Yannick situation, like quick touch on it, right? But then like with the whole Yannick situation, I think the clip happening, like where's Yannick now? First of all, right? I'm not saying cancel culture is good in that sense, but Yannick kind of got his punishment in a way through Zinc.
cancel culture doesn't exist. Yannick still uses Twitter, and everyone interacts with him.
Okay.
Pike is there, Yannick's there.
Everyone's
I
there.
I don't know, yeah, that
Everyone's
guy,
there.
The
I'm
only
a-
guy that
that
danced
Pike
like
guy, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna
Yeah,
call him out in
hyper
front of 100 people right now. Pike, this guy. So when I first approached him, right, I was like, okay, I want to see if this guy is actually legit, because it just looked like he was giving $5 to every person to make everyone think he's legit, right? So I'm like, okay, how many likes for a webcam, right? Because at the time I just had a 720p webcam. He says 450, right? That's quite a lot of likes. I reach it in like a week and a half, and then what he does, oh guys, sorry, I have to quit. I have no money anymore, right? He comes back. I'm like, okay, Pike away. I don't like you, but you owe me something, right? So what are you gonna do about it? He says, okay, no, I'm gonna send you $100. It's been a week. I'm like, Pike, $100. He's like, no, don't worry. I'm gonna send it to you now.
I'll do it. Yeah.
And then now, like, everybody's like, he's sponsoring different orgs. He's doing this and that. Like, no, that guy's he's a cap artist.
What came to me was he sent me what is it? He sent me I think $5 or something, and then I DM'd him saying like, thank you so much, man. I appreciate what you're doing for the community and all that. And then his response was, can you please tweet this? And I'm like, tweet what? And he's like, tweet you saying thank you to me. And that's when I just left it on green. That's when I was
the day
like,
when you
nah.
said.
Nah,
Who remembers
that's
the sorry Hutchie, but like who remembers the day when you came to the community and was like, oh wait, I got R1 million, time to buy everyone PCs. Who remembers?
Oh yeah,
Bro,
I remember.
Man
but
can't
the
even
thing is,
send me
like-
$60 for a webcam.
people warned our community. Like the CS com were like tweeting about him, and they were saying like, look, this guy's not good news. Like we shouldn't. But even now, after all these people probably know, they're still trying to get the bag from him. Like it's so
Yeah.
like dumb, dude.
Well, Fortnite like money, so he picked the right scene. You know, he
He
came
picked
to
the right
Fortnite today.
Bro,
Yeah, I picked the right team.
I see so many people still supporting him to try and get that cash.
Bro, I've never seen someone hit 1k followers that fast. Like,
Oaks will get
like-
on Oaks will get on their knees for $5. I don't care. They'll
he
get on
will
their
say,
knees for
he will
$5.
literally say, okay, I'll finally spend $1 million to buy one PCs if I reach 2k followers in like a week.
oh my.
That's what will it would be literally
Is that buying
as easy as
followers?
that. Not if
No.
there's no transaction, no.
Okay, we're going off topic.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
move on.
we
Let's
really
move on to
went off
some
topic.
community questions now, since we don't have that much time before that Zonos tournament, about 30 minutes. Okay, so if editing didn't work out, would you have given up or try and play comp? Ice. This is from Saturn.
So the whole reason why I started editing is because I quit comp like 2 months before that. So I would have just, I don't know, do nothing, I guess, other than just going to school.
When I read that question, I thought you meant editing in game, like editing structure. Like if there's no editing in Fortnite, would you still play Fortnite?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, so Ice switched from comp to editing. Okay, the next question is gonna be, and this is what you're all here for, I'm sure. Kareem, explain your
Okay.
side to the Luca and Kareem beef from Mink.
Hold on,
so-
let me just.
Ah, yeah, I had you.
Okay, well, I don't know if any of you guys have load shedding because this may take a while. But, okay, so to be 100% honest with you guys, right? Like 100% honest with you. I don't actually know why we started beefing. I don't know what happened, but I know a lot of different events that happened kept igniting the beef. One of the first things that happened, I killed him like a shit ton of times off spawn in an 80k 20. We both did shit in it, but I got unfollowed by him. So and it was the same day with the Yannick thing, and then I didn't like what he was saying on Twitter, so I went into his stream and I was like, take my mod away, like I don't respect this. And then he just started like calling me like racist and shit, and he was like being like super intense. So I just lost like that, and then like I don't know. I think we played a wager the next time, and like I beat him, and I was with Kuso, and then like, hey, Kuso can just face people, dude, for everything.
Yeah.
So he was just like facing the shit out of Luca and Glabs, and I was there also, and like Zonos things, and then they did like a tweet like saying like Luca lost from like 4 up, and like that kept it going as well.
Bro,
And then another situation happened. I think it was another wager. And then what was next? I think the next thing that happened was shit. Oh, the Misty contesting. So we beat them off spawn a shit ton of times at Misty.
Was
And-
before.
I think it was 4-1. They killed us once. And I shouldn't have went to Twitter and like tweeted out like that we're beating them. But at the same time, like beefing with Luca gets so much attention, and I don't think he realizes that he's giving me so much free clout. But hey,
So you're one of those that take drama to Twitter for cloud.
no, but
Okay.
like it's such a meme. No one takes our drama that seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No drama will not
so
spread.
you're
yeah,
saying
it's
that the overarching thing, do you dislike Luca, or is it just for...
Nah, I can't stand the guy, dude. He's a bit of a prick. Him and his friend group, like Glabs, all of them. I know you guys are part of their friend
I'm
group.
a friend group,
bro.
What are you saying, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Ish,
Chad.
guys,
This is gonna be awkward now.
At the end of the day, people can have their beef. I'm not involved in it. It is
Yeah, it's
what it
good that
is.
you aren't.
Yeah.
Nick, I mean, I don't think the online beef is the same as the IRL beef, because Don was actually talking about this. He's like,
That's what I said.
if you have a friend group IRL, if they dislike that person, you dislike that person. But online, surely, come on, you can't just dislike everyone in your friend group, right?
So,
Yeah, okay.
you know how many times I've been to a land and I've seen someone I don't like, and they're like, "Hey, what's up, Hutch?" And I'm like,
It's
"Get
so
out of my
nice
face."
you at lands, dude.
I've literally told.
Oh, I'm actually so
What's
dumb.
up? And then they go back there and they're like, wow, did you see this guy's being nice to me? Like,
Yeah, like
just
Ronan,
tell him
bro.
what's what. Just be like,
On
get
the
out my face.
podcast last week, he was telling me, he was saying shit like I hid from him at the LAN, and everyone
Okay,
else
wait,
at that
guys,
LAN
I
knows.
deafened by
Ronan
accident, so anything you said in the past 20 seconds, just repeat it.
Oh, okay.
Because my
I-
Oma walked in.
this guy.
I thought that deafening was just gonna mute myself. I'm actually very dumb, eh?
Lol.
Yeah, say everything's in the last 20 seconds. My bad.
No, I was just saying, going back to that friend group thing, like, what's with people on IRL being scared to, like, everyone's like, oh, you're so scared when you catch me IRL, like, and then they're the nicest people. Like, how many times have I told someone, like, get out my face? Like, in person at a LAN, someone will come to me and be like, hey, we're boys. All you would just be like, get my face. Like, what are you doing?
Mm.
Yeah, Ronan's a good example of that. Like, he was saying on the podcast last week I hid from him at LAN. But when we were at the LAN together, Mans played table tennis with me. Mans wanted to wager me in table tennis. Like, he was like super friendly and super nice. And like a day before, he was facing me because we were fighting each other with phone for like school cup or something. Or I don't know what tournament it was. But like, yeah, it's jokes.
I don't know, but I've been in this community for a fair amount of time, and just I don't know. I think people over exaggerate everything on Twitter. Like, I can give you a great example, right? Do you remember when Luke and I were ego fighting at agency, right? Do you remember that situation?
Yeah, I
It was a
do.
while ago.
Lucas said he
I
hated
remember,
me.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Lucas
Yeah.
like he hates me as
Yeah,
a
but Luca
person.
does that a lot.
I know,
dude.
I know. Like, I could tell he was joking. Like, I was laughing because we actually had like a proper serious meeting about it. And then I was like, Luca, serious. Like, dude, I like you as a person, but this is a drop spot. And then like next time we see each other at the club and we buddies, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe what you guys have is a bit more real beef, and like I understand that people cannot like each other, but yeah, no, a lot of the times it is blown out of proportion. Okay, so the next question, if you want to move on to that topic, unless you have more to add on the whole beef situation with Luca, any final thoughts?
Okay, so Luca's like one of the people I have beef with, so I think I kind of answered that, so that was fine.
One of the people. I was waiting for you to tell a story about someone else.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I'm like, oh, let's go down the
Yeah,
list, bro.
you guys want to hear about the whole community now? Chai.
By the way, I just see Glove saying change the stream title to talking about Luca. I'm just saying we've had, how long have we been streaming for?
It was what, 7 minutes about
and we
Luca?
spoke 7 minutes about Luca, and yeah. Also, I feel like it's unfair to Kareem that the whole podcast was about him, and then he can't speak for 7 minutes about him. But yeah, no, I love Luca, I love Gloves, I love everyone. It's just, yeah. Okay, so the next question is for Hutchie. So a lot of people may not know, but you used to be a Garden controller, right? But recently, you switched to KVM. Can you explain the switch
You
to us
switched
a
to
bit more?
KVM.
Yeah.
I switched like 8 days ago, bro.
No.
I posted a very subtle tweet about it. I'm like selling my controller, like I'm done. I don't know. I just felt like I hit my ceiling. You know, like with my skill, it wasn't going up the speed I wanted it to. There were so many things that, you know, I tried to practice. Like being amazing at box fighting on controller is very hard compared to like keyboard and mouse. And it's a lot of these things have become just so difficult to just keep grinding, and a mouse and keyboard player can pick it up in like 2 seconds because, you know, keybind and all that, it just favors it so much better. And I've just decided, you know, I've always thought to myself, like, do it, and then the tournament will come up and I'm like, no, I'm back on control, I need to play this tournament. So now I've just told myself, just take a break. I'm not playing FNCS, I'm not playing anything like anymore. I'm just gonna grind keyboard and mouse for like a month, 2, and then come back and see how it goes. But yeah, no, it's been going pretty well, so I'm happy, and I can sell my controller and make some money, so that's also a good thing.
Okay, from the days we used to play Kareem, you tried out KVM and you tried controller. Why have you not switched, or why do you prefer controller?
To be honest, I kind of wanted to switch like recently, but
Oh yeah.
things always just come up, and then you just like I just like if I ever get the chance to like fully commit, where there's like a period where there's like a month or maybe like a little bit longer, where
Yeah,
there's nothing, I would so switch. I prefer KVM so much. It's so like I don't know, it's so much better for me.
yeah. You see, it's the same thing. Like a tournament will come up in like a week, and you're trying to switch to keyboard and mouse, but then you have to pick up the sticks because you want to play it. So you just have to like take your time away and just say, screw it, I'm not playing anything, and you're just gonna take your time and grind. But obviously, like in BVD, up there in the community, like, you know,
It's
taking time
difficult,
off isn't easy. So for me, since I dropped in the community because I put my focus somewhere else and I haven't played a lot in that much, I'm like, this is the perfect chance, you know, like I can switch now. And I just said screw it and I did it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so this question is for us. Will you ever be making content vids for your own channel? Example, editing on mobile or whatever, like just making videos for your own channel that are on like highlight related.
Probably not, but it's not because I don't want to give out my stuff, because like people do have like their own different stuff, etc. But like you do reach a certain point where like you don't have any more stuff to give, and then you're just gonna upload like once every 2 weeks until you find something new and then upload it. Because a lot of like when you look at like the big editors like that mostly do tutorials, they do like one every single day because they just simply like have like so much stuff to give away for free, you know what I mean? And then like yeah, it's like I probably like a lot of people did ask me for that, but I probably will in the near future, but I can't really say if I will. So yeah.
Okay, so
But
this,
yeah.
so this is also a recurring question on this podcast, and it is: have you lost hope for Fortnite African servers?
Yes.
There was hope.
Yeah.
There was definitely hope. What are you
Yeah,
saying?
of course. Like,
there was
like,
a lot
bro,
of hope.
I remember back in back in my Twitch streaming days, I was always hoping. So yeah, there was hope.
There was lots of hope. You remember when AWS phones went live? Oh my, there was a lot of hope.
Yeah.
I mean, Panda got 1,000 retweets on a Fortnite African service thing. Like, you know what I mean? Which still has to
Yeah.
shave its head for, but you know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of hype for it. But like, have you lost hope, Hutchie? I mean,
I lost
by your
hope a
answer.
month after that AWS thing. Because in the beginning, there was a lot of hype before AWS even became a thing. Then AWS became a thing. And I was like, oh my goodness, this could actually happen. Like the first hashtag went up
And
and,
it's like,
the community got behind it. I was like, whoa, okay, no, this is crazy. Like, let's do it. I was
like,
keen.
It's like, guys, all we need is EKS, bro. Just wait for it.
Yeah, and then after that, I said, just leave it. Like, if it happens, it happens. Then they did the second hashtag, then the third hashtag, and the fourth. I'm literally just like,
Okay,
not
to be honest,
Yeah.
like, yo, those impressions were amazing. I knew we weren't gonna get servers, but
Yeah.
yo, there was some godly
I don't-
impressions.
There was hype.
I'm like 99% sure we're not getting servers just for the fact that the community is way too small.
Yeah,
Like OCE is like a small region, but they're much bigger than us. And Epic already doesn't care too much about them. And ME, imagine ZA. Like, I don't want servers, bro. I don't
Like,
want them.
Like
Yeah,
I think
I
any
don't know,
tournaments
bro.
that would be also as hype now.
But,
So
but
even the
I've
cash
heard
cup
a
have
lot
to
of
place
people
first
say
place.
oh yeah, just give us servers. We won't care for tournaments or whatever. We just want to play zero ping. But then give it a month, give it 2 months. Everyone's like, why don't we have servers? Fortnite racist. You know what I mean? Like random stuff like that. Like people will be like, why aren't we getting tournaments? I mean, at the end of the day, like we either get servers and we get the all full benefits of it, or we don't get it at all. And I don't think Fortnite has they have the facilities, but I don't think they have the care to give us all the full benefits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it would work. Yeah.
I don't want servers. You know what I want? I want a relay server. That's what I want.
Where you can play on your own
them.
server.
Yeah, no, not that. I want like Twitch has relay servers because Twitch doesn't have support for streaming in South Africa. What they did was ISPs developed a relay server that pushed the traffic at higher speeds, so you get quicker
Yeah.
connections to EU. I want a relay server to EU or ME. Let them create a server that takes all the traffic and boosts it at higher speeds than a normal like fiber line, and we lower our ping to like 80 or like something like that. You know, that's what I want, because then we can compete at better circumstances than now.
But then
Think
there's
about
no
what it
reason
would do for so many games that don't have servers. It doesn't have to be just for Fortnite. It could be so many other games, like just the traffic that takes it to AWS in London, let's say, for instance. Do you know how many like game companies use AWS? Like Apex ping would get like so much better. Fortnite, Valorant, like every single South African game that doesn't have servers would just get that boost. That's what I think we need.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Wait, Valorant uses AWS, right?
I'm not sure, but when like think about the ME routing. When the ME routing happened, every game changed for
Every
like
game
so
changed,
many
yeah.
ISPs. If they did something like that, but like with a faster like relay or something to EU, imagine we could be playing London on like 90 ping, 80 ping. Like that would be so sick.
Yeah.
I think we would still play ME over London.
Do you guys
on
really
anything.
think do you guys really think our player base is like that small though? Because like we do have quite a bit of other African countries.
I
or
don't think
you
it's
guys
small.
think it's still
I
too
don't
small?
think it's small. I just think it's perceived as small. I think that's the biggest problem. I feel like we'll have as many players as OC, maybe even as many as Middle East if you add all the countries together, like the countries that will play from
Yeah.
like Morocco on like 60, 80
Yeah.
ping. Like if you add all those countries together, then yes, our community would be big enough. I just think it's perceived as small because I don't think they take into consideration everything. It's more like, oh yeah, South Africa, this is their player base. 5 to 10,000, 20,000, that's all they have, you know what I mean? Whereas what they would need is like 200, 300,000 to make an actual.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we had servers, you know how many casual people would be open up to that, like, don't use Discord, don't use Twitter, like, that don't enter tournaments and don't care. They just chill and play pubs all day. Imagine they gave us servers and you had to play arena on those servers. You'd find so many people. Or there was a cash cup for that day.
Imagine the
Yeah.
people that used to play back in season 3, 4, 5,
lot
just
of
casually
people
with their
would come
friends,
back,
would just
yeah.
come back. Even like CS:GO players that they would come back just to play. And I'm not saying they would take comp seriously or they would play it 10 hours a day, but they would definitely come back to play, try it out. Like, I mean, when CS
true.
got servers, I went to try it out. I never played CS properly. You know what I mean?
And yeah, and also like Warzone. Doesn't Warzone fill up all the lobbies and shit? And that's CSOs.
Yeah.
From what I understand, like I don't really play Warzone, but like you have to be on at like specific times, kind of like CS:GO. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't know that. Thought it was
Yeah.
like decent.
I don't
Yeah.
think, like, obviously if you queued at, let's say, like 3 a.m. like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
find
no.
people.
Yeah. No, but like sometimes for CS:GO, like you can be a really good rank and you'll have to wait 10 minutes for a game. Like even at like the afternoon weekend.
Yeah, but Warzone has
midnight,
way
10
more
minutes, 2
players.
minutes.
Warzone and Fortnite have way more players than
But
CS.
Warzone crossplay.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Does anyone know?
It is, I think.
If it is,
CS:GO,
there's
CS:GO
also-
doesn't have crossplay.
Exactly. Like, imagine all the console kids. Like, Fortnite has the biggest crossplay out of any game out there. Like, imagine all the Nintendo players, mobile players, all into like one lobby with everyone. You know, we'd have such a big player base.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hey, Luca.
But then already with ME, bro, like the loading times are already really bad at night. You know, at like 2 a.m. you can't find.
Yeah,
a
and
game,
when I
like,
play ME Arena, I think like, I don't know if maybe I'm just lucky, but I always fight South Africans, like with people with
Look,
Zere.
I think
Oh,
ME,
yeah, yeah,
because what people stream sniping Luca taught me is that you get into every lobby pretty much if you have like 3,000 points
Yeah,
plus.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like I think Botrix has like 3,000 or something points. I'm not too sure, but he gets into champions lobbies.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, so if they did South African servers, it would more just have to be like, oh yeah, everyone over that bad level, you know what I mean? Like on arena, when you start playing with like 0 to like 2,000, they can all get into the same South African lobbies.
I feel like a meeting point would ping based lobbies. You know, like for cash cups and stuff. That would be nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought about a ping-based lobby. Like this is a conversation I had with someone. But imagine the EU players putting on a VPN and then turning it off. Like how would that work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could put on a
How would
VPN,
that
raise your
work?
ping, and turn it off. Yeah.
Or like imagine a ping-based lobby. I put my ping to OC. Well, not OC, but I just change it.
Exit lag. Yeah.
I change it to 300, and then I'm playing 300 ping lobbies. Like that would never work unless it's like you have to stay stuck to your ping.
Yeah, I guess that's what.
Yeah, it
VPNs
wouldn't
and
work.
stuff
I
like-
don't think
yeah,
it would
wouldn't
work.
I don't
People
think
are
it would work.
instigating in chat. Nothing bad was said about Luca. You just explained his beef with Luca. That's about it. Like nothing bad
What?
said.
Okay.
No, I called him a prick. I was pretty open
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
about that. Yeah. That's about it. Okay, so before we get into the next question, everybody should like this stream. That's all I'm saying.
Shameless plug.
And also, 100 people watching. According to YouTube statistics, about 50% of you aren't subscribed.
Oh
So if you
my
could
goodness.
subscribe right now,
No, dude,
that would
stop.
help. What? You gotta get the plug in. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Shameless plug.
So here's a question that a lot of people
You're
have
not
been
plugging
asking.
your code. Do you have code Letz Talk?
Oh no, it's in the bottom right. It's in the bottom
Okay.
right.
You gotta remind
Okay.
him, you know.
Of course. You heard it from Hutchie. The big OG. He's called Leslie.
Clips it, and now it's gonna be your intro. Hutchie Jesus,
No,
just code
no.
Let's
If I
Talk.
wanted to do that, I get the girls to come in. You just called Leslie. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so moving into our next question. It's a pretty
Come on.
interesting one. Okay, if social media didn't exist, what would you be doing right now?
if social media didn't exist,
Mm.
I don't know. I'd be outside, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, except from the boring answer, I'd be going
I
out.
don't know. I'd be outside, bro.
Except for the boring answer, I'd be in school. Try to think outside of the box. What would you be doing with your fun time?
What do you mean if social media didn't exist? Gaming isn't social media.
Yeah.
No, okay, but okay, try to think. So just think about it like technology. I don't know. It's kind of like it's an open-ended
this
question.
answer, I don't know.
I don't know. Previously, people have given decent answers. Okay, I'll start. I'd say I'd be focusing on. I don't know. Obviously, school, but
Why don't you say if you quit gaming?
Okay, if you
Yeah,
quit
Right now
gaming.
you are forced to quit gaming.
Okay,
That's
if you
better,
quit
that's
gaming.
What would you do?
If you quit gaming, what would you do?
I'd have no job. Damn, what would I be doing?
Chepu, are you even like a gamer? Like, does this
No,
question
that's the
apply to
thing.
you?
But I'm on my PC a lot. I just do a lot of different things on my PC. I learn a lot of stuff on my PC. But I go out a lot, bro. I meet people. I just have fun outside and stuff. I go.
What are you trying to say about us?
No, not that. Not that you guys don't. I'm just saying I not gaming sometimes. You know.
Mm.
Yeah. But I still play games a lot. I play Fortnite a lot, bro. I play with Kareem a lot. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess same boat.
What
Well-
would you be doing, bro?
Cool.
So okay, for me, it's as if I had to stop editing. So like, I would literally like go out with mates all the time. That's literally what I'd be
But
doing.
it's COVID, so what would you be doing?
Hey,
Oh.
okay, then I don't.
Sleeping, bro.
Yeah,
I'd be
sleep.
sleeping.
Once you've had COVID,
Like what
once-
else? What else can you
YouTube.
do in lockdown?
YouTube exists, guys. I
No,
watch a lot of YouTube
obviously.
and
Yeah.
like Netflix and stuff.
Yeah, but like those.
Yeah,
are
I
the
just
videos.
grind YouTube and Netflix, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd watch
Yeah.
a
And
lot
like a
of it.
bit of school.
I would have my degree, and I'd probably be doing some boring office job, something with my degree. That's probably what I'd be doing. Because I'm literally like 3 months off getting my degree, but I stopped it to like pursue this career. So I'm like, I'll probably have my degree and everything and have the corner office.
Okay, so the next question.
No,
interesting one.
dude. People are tweeting about Fortnite African servers.
Oh, they're just tweeting randomly now.
Get your impressions, Kareem.
I need to
Okay.
come up with something real quick.
Okay, what keeps you motivated? I'd like to hear from Ice, because you have to edit a lot of videos. What keeps you motivated?
Yeah.
Except for the
Money.
bread.
Honestly, like,
Who's bird?
it's
sorry,
money,
my
just
door's
say it.
open. Honestly, it's like sometimes it is the bread. Like, I'm being honest. Sometimes it is the bread. But then, like, if you're editing highlights, then I don't know, good clips, and if you're editing like a content video, it is kind of funny as well. Like with the gloves prank, it was very funny editing that video. So like, yeah,
that
it
video was
is.
very good.
Yeah, but then like I'd say like.
And also my
It's
videos.
very rarely it's about the bread. So like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll just because for everybody hating on Ice, yeah, he does help out his boys a lot. He gives me special treatment because I've helped him out. And yeah, no, I see he's just a grinder, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I like it's very like weird how I do literally like 5-6 videos every day.
Would you say the people
Then-
around you keep you motivated?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Oh, Luke is
Definitely.
angry.
I want to ask, what's the worst thing about being an editor?
Sorry.
Oh,
What's
do
the
you-
worst thing about being an editor? What's something like people don't see in the back?
Can I
end?
guess?
Is it
Can I
like
guess?
is it like rude clients? Like, what is it?
Oh yeah, that. So
Like, are people like, where's my edit? Like, I paid you. Like,
Yes. So when I do, so I'm not gonna name any names, right? But then they do like sometimes message you every hour. Well, how's the video? How's the video? How's the video? How's the video? Like it's fine. Like after like 2-3 hours, how's the vid? It's fine. But like after 1 hour all the time, how's the video? How's the video? Like I'm busy.
Or like when
Like,
Ice,
yeah.
when Ice gives people like a date and then they message him like 2 days before, like, yo, have you started with my video?
Yeah.
Also,
No, but
I'd say
then-
I don't like the editing com. I don't like the way that they like act. I don't like the way that they treat each other. Like, I like people that are editors, but I don't like the way that the editing com like works as a unit to bring people down or like moves in like a pack. You know what I mean? They all send the cord and they all like move as a pack, and then I don't know. It's very
Yeah.
weird.
They like their own friend group.
Yeah, the editor. You're an editor. Come, here's an invite.
Oh yeah.
One of
that's
us will vouch for you under the tweets. So we
Yeah.
need
But
to
like I don't know anything other than that like pisses me off. Like like whatever, like if the software, I don't know why editors take it like too hard to when a thing crashes, just Control S like after every single thing you do. But then like with Let's Talk, you should see the amount of bloopers he makes.
That's not recently, but
not
in
recently.
the past it was very funny.
It was
What's
very
he saying? It
bad.
pisses you off.
No, that ticks me off a little bit, yeah.
Luke,
Because sometimes I've already done the part, and then you're like, okay, I said cut that out, and like, oh, I have to cut that out as well. And
wait, hold on. I need to just talk to Luca. He's confused. He thinks Kareem's talking about him, where it's Ronan.
Kareem.
Because he's
is
20
from
minutes
Canada.
behind.
Talk about Ronan. Oh my goodness.
Why can't I type for some reason? Every time I type, okay, somebody update Luca. I don't know. Oh, my thing's holding control. My plate. That would
Nice.
explain a lot.
Is Luca not listening to the podcast properly? Or like,
No, he's probably just looked for shit and he's like, okay, Kareem must be talking about me.
Okay.
But yeah, Chepu, what keeps you motivated?
Doing well, bro. Like I like proving people wrong a lot.
Lucas said, "Get me on." It's up to you. I'll try keep it civil, like the Avex thing. It's up to you though, Kareem.
yeah, I don't want him on.
Okay.
And
Fair
not
enough.
because I'm scared. Because if I somehow end my beef with Luca,
There goes your Twitter cloud.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your impressions.
Doing well, Hutchie. With the question you asked, I just
Yeah.
like, bro. When a lot of people doubt you in like doing something, right? It's just when you prove them wrong, the satisfaction that you get in like your stomach feels really good, you know.
Mm.
So that's just with every aspect for me. Like, I don't look smart, right? And I'm not gonna deny that, right? But then like, at
Actually, you know what?
school-
Get him on. Let's.
Okay.
Okay, run it. At school, a lot of people didn't think I do well. Last year prelims, I finished top 3 in my school and everything with marks and everything. So just like proving your ass wrong, like seeing that one teacher that you don't like who says, "No, you won't amount to anything in life," and then just doing really good and watching
Yeah.
her like
Yeah.
grovel or whatever.
Okay.
It feels really
Chepu,
good, bro.
I love hearing the story, right? But there's a storm coming.
8 minutes, yeah. 8 minutes.
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. There's one hosting.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Luca, you don't have much time. You better join now.
Remember what I was saying about the tier 1s not having that much beef? Here we go. Prove me wrong. Like, what is the point of this? Then this is going to be the drama on Twitter for the
No,
next
we-
day or two.
Taking
No,
sides,
not
right?
for like day or two.
No, they're
Like,
gonna sort things.
Nothing's gonna
turn
get
on your
sorted.
cam,
It's
Luca.
gonna be
Literally
throwing hands.
nothing. Actually, literally nothing.
It's just going to be throwing hands for the views.
We need to get a ring at Maverick.
At least put on your cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Dog watcher now.
Dog
Dog
watcher.
watcher.
Guys.
Luca. Oh,
Yeah?
I realized what I've done. I showed it on stream. Dog watcher, why are you being a 12-year-old?
Lol. Just make another
I'm
channel
making it
and move
private.
us.
Don't
lol.
worry, I'll make it
Oh.
private.
Yeah, well, lock it.
Let me.
I'm just making it private. Okay, let's hear it. Okay,
Okay,
Luca,
wait.
try to be civil
Okay.
here, eh? Also, guys,
Okay,
if you're
I
on
just
the
wanna
stream,
know
drop a
something
like on the
first.
stream.
First, can I ask one question? Why is Kuso, Shay, and Zolini landing Misty when you're friends with them? And you landing Misty as well? Can I just ask that question first, just to start off?
Okay, so Kuso and I had a fight. I'm still friends with Solini and Shay, but yeah, they contesting us because I don't know why they landing.
He called you little.
Yeah, we had
you
a
gonna
Very,
take
very
out Kareem.
coincidental. Anyways, hold up. Let me
Wait,
just go
did you
through
think Kuso and them were landing at Misty because it would help get rid of you?
Okay, wait, actually, firstly, let me just go over this whole thing. So you going through topics where, okay, so I went back on the stream and you said something along the lines of there's been multiple events where
Yeah.
it has made us not like each other, right?
That's
Which is fair,
kept
right?
igniting the beef. That's what I
Yeah,
said. Yeah.
that's fair, right? Firstly, everything you said was one-sided. Everything, absolutely.
Okay, so
everything
then
you said.
stay your side.
Okay, so firstly, it started off when I tweeted, I don't think we're getting Fortnite servers. Then
But
Big
we,
Boy,
we ended that.
then Kareem, no, we didn't end that. Don't act like we ended that. We didn't end
No,
shit.
but we were
Then you
friends.
come,
Okay, speak. It's
then
fine.
you come and tell me, you should be using your platform for good, what, when I'm voicing my opinion on a platform, right?
Yeah, saying.
Is that not
shit
what
like,
Twitter's meant for?
Yeah, but you're one of the leaders of the com. You're supposed to represent us properly.
So when I say I don't think we're getting servers, you got butthurt, unfollowed me.
I don't get buttered.
Like, yes, you did. You're a little baby. You're like, oh, he says we're not getting servers. Then
No,
unfollows
you're calling me a baby. Look at how you're going on.
Because you talk
Okay,
shit.
wait, no, keep speaking.
If you're gonna talk, speak facts, my guy.
I'm gonna let you say all of your situations before like I speak because hey.
And also the situation, I went back. The 8-ticket tournament, I didn't do badly. Firstly, just to clarify that. Secondly, I didn't unfollow you because of that. You
did.
unfollowed me first,
Luca?
actually. Because
No,
I
Luca?
you
was
unfollowed
Yeah?
me on that day.
Calm down, otherwise I'm gonna kick you. This is meant
You
to be
can
a
kick me,
civil.
honestly.
Okay, but,
This is
I
meant
can't
to be a
calm with
civil
this kid in the call.
conversation. Just,
That's not a civil conversation. What are you expecting? You think I'm gonna be chilled?
I'm eating my ribs.
Okay, so you did unfollow me first.
Mhm,
8-ticket
mhm.
We were friends. I don't know what happened.
But
Oh,
do you
this is
see-
what happened. This is what happened. Wait.
Yeah,
Every
speak,
time I
speak.
killed you, I do like something like an emote or some shit. I remember. And then you thought I was being
I
stupid.
would
I can find DMs. And then because you got buttered for me doing a GG like emote, you unfollowed me.
I just said like I didn't unfollow you because of an emote. I'm not.
No, but
that big.
Luca, you do have a problem. Like let's
Oh, I've
literally
got a
brought up an
problem.
example. You broke your monitor because Keaton killed you.
I
Like
didn't say
Break my-
that.
You
I
see,
didn't
you
say
just
that.
talk shit. You literally
didn't
talk
say that.
from your ass.
okay, but I can literally
You
find tons
literally
of
talk
people.
shit.
I can find
broke
tons
my
of
monitor because
examples.
Keaton killed me.
No, you
Is that
broke
what
your
you
monitor
said?
out of rage. You rage
I
when people
didn't
kill
rage.
you. You have a problem.
I have a problem. Okay. You know what? That's all good and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna say, please, because I don't have time. I have to go warm up. Please keep the same energy at School Cup. That's all I will say. Thank you very much.
Oh wait, I'll
As
see you at school cup.
As
outside.
if.
That's threatening.
Do you know how many times I've heard this? As if. The only person that's actually thrown hands at a tournament was in Call of Duty ZA. A guy actually punched a dude in the face and got banned and kicked from the com. So if
Wait,
Luca's
who?
gonna do that, then he must go for it. Like,
Who did that, Archie?
oh, some guy. What was his name? He played for like what's that? He played for Vinco, which were like a big Call of Duty team,
Yeah.
and they had what was it? DGL. There was a DGL tournament at Rage, and this guy like told this guy, catch me at LAN, and then he went to LAN and punched the dude in the face. Got kicked from the venue, team disqualified, kicked from the org, never to be seen again. So like, keep the same energy. Like, you're not gonna punch Kareem at a LAN. Let's be real.
That won't happen.
Lucas saying.
I actually want you to, because then it's gonna show the type of person you are. So, and if I'm there, and someone
don't
like
know.
swings at Kareem. Hey,
Yo,
bro.
what?
I just think this is. It should all be banter. I don't know where. Like Luca's my boy. Like I like Luca, and you could say what you want, Kareem. But yeah, no, I like Luca. I started.
Lumo and Heroes.
I
He
don't
says
know
Lumo and
why-
Heroes.
I don't know why it's so heated. I don't know why there's so much beef. But what are your concluding thoughts, Kareem?
Kareem
before
wasn't
the
even
Zone War
taking it
tournament?
Bro,
That's
Luca
what
gets
bothers
way
me.
too touched, bro. Like, come on.
Kareem literally wasn't taken serious. He had no. I'd say he's beefing back, right? But not ominously. I don't know. I thought Luca was joking as well, because like with some of his tweets, they seem really funny, like I don't know. I thought it was banter on both sides, like banter beef, but I guess
Yeah, but you see, now he's changing what he said.
yeah, that's so weird. I don't know. Well, I want to see what happens at School Cup.
Shit, it's 7, guys.
Okay, wait.
Nothing's gonna happen at
To
School
finish
Cup.
off, I remember when I was unknown and I got a shout out on the Fordcast for being underrated by Clouds. It meant a lot. Therefore, I want each of you to shout out someone underrated. Okay, if you have anyone.
Shit, give me a sec. I need to think about this.
I'd say
Okay.
I'd say Click. I know he's a knight, but nobody really talks about him. He seems decent. He has a good mentality. I'll shout him out.
Yeah, I can't believe like how he's still grinding, but yeah, same thing. Click.
There's this kid, dude. What's
Mad
his name?
Luca as well. He's also underrated.
But yeah, also like you like this is like the question you need to like kind of sit and think about it because if you
Yeah,
miss
I don't
a
know.
lot,
Zaki.
I don't-
Shout
I don't
out Zaki, bro.
That quick.
He's really
But is
good,
he
bro.
underrated?
Yeah,
Zaki.
Yeah, Zaki's kind of underrated. Like,
Well, someone
his
make a
name
list
doesn't
on
come out in a lot of
Zaki's-
mouths. Yeah, he doesn't come out in a lot of mouths, bro.
Wasn't it someone that made a list on Twitter and was like, "These are the tier 1 players, don't care," and Zaki's was on there. I wouldn't say he's underrated.
Oh.
No,
No, but for real, guys-
Zaki's is really good player. I wouldn't
I have
I don't
no
think
idea.
he's spoken about enough, to be honest.
Maybe Chimp because he was first on the underrated list.
Chimp, dude.
Thank you. That video did very well. Thank you everyone for the support.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. It's hard. It's kind of like the situation for me was like I was in Clouds' trio. He shouted at me in work, and then I was like the first like okay, there's it. Because I remember I DM'd Neymar. I was like, yo, watch out for me in work, and he was like, who are these Randys?
No,
And now he's
Probably-
sharing with them. I'll find the DM.
I think I should shout out Bojo. Because I feel like now that kid's in Joburg, dude, I've been watching his streams. That kid's like insane with his mechanics. I just feel like if he gets the brains, dude, he's gonna put an upset. But yeah, no, I think Bojo. Mentality and brains, if he gets those two, he's gonna be nuts. And if he stays in SA. If he goes back to Namibia, it's wraps.
Okay.
What ping do Namibians get to, Emmy?
Like 150.
I think he gets like 180, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
150.
Yeah, that's really
bad.
bad.
I was watching a
Yeah.
stream in Namibia. It gets like 140, 150. Guys.
No, but that's when he goes to like his boy's house that has fiber. From his house without fiber, he gets like 180. It's
that's
bad.
rough. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do the concluding thoughts. Thank you all so much for joining in. It was an interesting one. And yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, guys, so yeah, if you did enjoy, make sure you all drop a like quickly before you leave and also subscribe. And also, if you do want to support me, make sure to use code Let's in the Fortnite item shop. I love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you for the next one. See you, boys. Code Let's.